Hello guys, my name is Mikelo, and today, this is how I became Z rank. I also lost it. These matches are not in timeline order at all, but this is me going against Funk Punk. He's a pretty good Z rank. I don't know his exact ratings, but I know he's decent. I just so happened to got lucky a lot when I went against him. AKA this one and only match. This singular match I got lucky with. Every other match, I lost to him. But Hercule, honestly, I remember when I did reach, spoiler warning by the way, I remember I did reach Z rank Hercule. It was fun, you know. I kinda miss being Z a little tiny bit. But here's my thought process on stuff. I can either stay Z rank with Hercule and never touch him on ranked again, and just keep that crispy Z, or I can just keep on playing him in ranked, you know, and keep on trying to put him higher. Of course, that didn't work. I fell down a lot. But to me, Z rank is an end of a character, you know, the end of the character you're live. But I don't want Hercule to be done. You know, I still want to lie about the character. I still want to find more with that character because I feel like I'm not at the limit with him. You know, I feel like there's still even more further beyond tech I could find with her. You know what I'm saying? So that was an amazing vanish by me. Like Hercule is a character where you just need to know what you're safe on. Like that, you gotta feel sad for that Jake's player. You gotta feel sad for Punk. Honestly, I kinda do wish. Like, there's a part of me that I wish I stayed in Z. But I know that wouldn't be right. Like, don't you just hate it when, people, post a video, I became Z rank with this character, and then they just stop touching them once you reach Z rank? Let me think of. Oh man, I gotta think of current patch. Like the person that became Z rank Krillin. The Z rank Krillin. They haven't touched Krillin at all anymore. They're not playing Bennett characters, you know, and I just can't do that, you know, if I became Z rank character, that's because I want to main them, you know? And a lot of people are saying, why do I main Hercule? It's simply because he is the safety net character. I spent way too much time on one character. I'll put it hours I have on Hercule feature one right now. As you can see, I have 81 hours of Hercule. Yes, I am a freak. But he's my main, you know? He's just mad fun to play. But these are some fun matches against Funk Punk. You know, I always get some good matches against him. I know a lot of people find my Hercule overly annoying, and I don't blame them. If I had to go against a safety net character that's constantly draining your key, trying to get you guard broken, I wouldn't want to face him too. I mean, shit, I would quit the game. Full honesty. What if I gotta do the underground dribble? But I really do love the know how to glitch, you know, it really forces me to play better. In a good and bad way. The know how to glitch is good when you don't have to go against a character that has, not Rolling Hammer, Wild Sense or After Image, or After Image Strike. Since you're going to yourself, okay, I know they don't have Wild Sense or After Image, I can just hit them freely and I won't have to be too scared. Also, a little funny tech, I know Siriax made a video about this earlier, but if you don't want to be in a no HUD glitch match, just transform. Now, for you to transform while in no HUD, you have to be in classic mode, or you can wait for your opponent to transform, and it should cancel for the next couple of seconds. Sometimes it doesn't cancel, sometimes it does. It's odd, you know, but you can't control it, you know. But this was a good Broly player. But I'm gonna tell you the flaws of what all these players did. Funk, he played the best he could with no HUD. This guy, he's too confident. One thing, like, never underestimate Hercule. If you, like, I'm telling you, if you see another Hercule besides for me that has entered Z rank, don't underestimate them. There is a reason why. But a Hercule, he's just mind games the character. I went out a key here. I know you guys can't see my key bar since that big black ball. I really hate it. I hate how like they just put it over your key bar. I wish they did was University and just made it smaller and put it in the bottom right where nothing happens. Like nothing really important like your HP or your supers. We can put it in the bottom left. Now here, I made a misplay because I didn't think of it yet. But here, he caught me with his super attack for myself. Man, I wonder if I can super that. But nah. That's why I feel like players should pick more low tier characters, you know? So they can think to themselves, I wonder if I can super that. Now, I did allow him to enter Instant Sparking mode. Because if they enter Instant Spark, that's just 4 debuffs, right? That's just a defense debuff that is really going to save up your damage. Now look at him emoting. He's a bit of a scaredy patootie. He tried to go into ultimate. What a stupid person. He tried to learn that buffer timing. It is a 3-frame buffer to step in straight into ultimate, by the way. I'm saying, you know, that's a 3-frame timing. I can't do that shit consistently. So, yeah. Catch him with 1 ultimate. Boom, boom. Bang, bing, bing, bang. Boom. Dynamite. Good. Ah, man, I do not have a good Hercule impression. I do not have a good Hercule impression. The only good Hercule impression I have is me saying oh, look at this. I wonder if I can super. Hercule is the only character in the game that can do that, by the way. There's not another character in the game that can do that, besides from Hercule. I'm saying, but why? Because the devs needed something for Hercule to be decent. And if my buff was active, I would have won that game. Wait, it's not always about winning or losing. All about being more consistent. Now right now, we're in an intense situation. This is where Hercule is at his best. And I fucking fumbled. Holy shit, I'm ass. But guess what? I'm safe on that. If his ball came out 1 frame earlier, I would have lost. But since I am Hercule, and I have no end lag on whiffing, I am safe on that. It's a fair trade-off. They nerfed up his end lag when you hit it, making it last forever. Before, he was safe on hit and on whiff. This is my match against Raw Diddy CEO. This is the very start of the match. You're not missing out on too much. Now, people say this guy is speedy. I don't think he's speedy. I think he just, honestly, he kind of plays like Lore. If you know who Lore is, he plays kind of like him. I don't know why I died on my kick here. If I present bombed, I would have been safe on that and I would have been able to vanish. But now I have good range. So Hercule is just a character where you just have to think yourself, is it worth it to press that button? And another thing, Hercule really forces your opponents to think to themselves, what can't I do? Since my opponent, they simply cannot do that much against Hercule. Like, as long as I have key, you cannot do any charge hits, like any like semi-charged or full charge hits, unless you have no momentum, and that shit takes 4 months to charge up. And you cannot do any Ki Cannon or Blaster Wave, since you're stuck in end lag. And I just get to step out of that. Unless you have good enough hits done, you also can't do rush key waves. But Hercule, he's a really defensive character. In my personal opinion, he's the epitome of defense. Now look at my opponent, he thinks he's so good. But guess what? Your super attack's too slow. Yeah, I cheese. I cheat. I know you're saying this video is really long. It is. Honestly, I might just cut out this entire fight. But you're watching this, so I probably didn't. I'm safe on that too, buddy. Don't ever try to do heavy finish on me ever again. Now, Hercule vs. Cell is a very good matchup. One, the second he turns perfected Cell, I'm safe from his super attack, his Barrage Death Beam super. I'm safe from his rush attack, that shit is too slow to touch me. So I'm safe on whiff, I'm safe on key charging since perfect form Cell is a type of slow. Like his Barrage key blocks come out too slowly and they don't have good enough tracking, and Hercule falls too fast while key charging that none of them will hit him. This also happens for any Frieza that just press triangle or Frost. Simply because my character just so happens to have the better fall, I just so happen to be better, you know? I was also trying to do my Dragon Ass Ascension there and my Dragon Ass Smash. I fumbled. But look how long this Vanish War is, and since I have more key... Oh, I fumbled. Now this guy is really good, like a little too good. Please just drop it, buddy. But that's 1,500. Normally, my Vanish does like 980. Now, I Dynamite Kick where I should have Present Bombed. I would have been safe if I Present Bombed, but hey, you make some mistakes, you win some, you know? Now here, you want to pop your False Courage. If you ever see your opponent start matching Ki Blast, it's False Courage. And if you have Aftermath Sense, you're safe since I have False Courage active and you don't. Now the hard part is this. If I'm always forcing a down smash and stuff, that is just so my opponent, like if they do have enough time to revenge counter me, it is irrelevant. Now here we're in a close scenario again. Me and him both very low. The next shot could win us game, or win him game. He started mashing, I saw the mash, I decided to boost my Present Bomb, I thought I was going to start blocking, I did not think that was going to connect. We hit him with a snazzy counter, but it's not enough to kill him. This is where stuff becomes tense, and where your reads are going to have to be on point. Since any move you can make will cost game. Now he decides to come at me hot. Come on, I'm now at a sliver of HP, and it's up to him to see if he can banish that. And he doesn't. Yeah, that's like the funnest part about Hercule. Is this the intensity of each game, feeling like you're about to lose, but you just don't give up, you know? You just can't give up. You can never give up. Just try a little harder. And here's the fight against the Super Broly. I'm sorry that this one's a little cut short. This is technically 2 fights. So this is like after the second engagement, I already caught him with 2 ults. You saw the second ult I caught him with. Now he's doing good damage. Like this Broly player, props to him. That was lucky. I'm gonna say that was pure luck. Now I'm being very cautious of his thing. Not cautious enough. He caught me with his super attack. That's a good 11k. I gotta be really careful since I know he's gonna start doing that now. Now here I try to do something very smart, but also very dangerous. And I was just a Z-burst dash bar. Z-rings like this. Also, every single fight in this video, besides from the last one, is old Z-rings. Yeah. Get out of it now. Oh man, that was mean for me to say. That was very mean for me to say. I'm sorry to say that. But nah. Every single person you see me beat, no hate to them, you know, don't give them any hate. Don't call them bad because they lost to Hercule. Because they didn't lose to any Hercule. They lost to the Mr. Satan. The #1. And look at that, another quick counter. He just can't seem to get the Vanish timing. And that's the fun thing about Hercule. If you don't get the Vanish timing right, you're losing. It is this safety net the entire way. Now, to be fair, Broly, full power Super Saiyan is a massive counter to Hercule, and does require you to play very differently against him, since full power gains access to a lot of stuff. Like, he gains access to the cheese he was doing, the instant transmission barrier, and he also has barrier as a constant threat. Unlike Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, where his Russian Super, let's be honest, Hercule counters. I used to think that Legendary Super Saiyan Broly was an unwinnable matchup, and try to learn that tech. And try to learn I can just invoke that by this Super Ring. And that's the fun thing about it. That's why, like, I don't want to be Z rank with Hercule. It's also because I can't be Z rank because I don't want to at the same time. If that makes sense. It's all because mentally I still want to learn Hercule. I still need to learn more. And since this guy does not have step and sway, I counter him. It's called reads, don't question it, buddy. Boom, bam, boom, bing bong, boom, pow. Dynamite kick! I think my impression's getting better. You know, by the end of the month, my Hercule impression will be a 10 out of 10. Now, people like this guy, he's gonna start spamming Ki Blast, so you're gonna need to be a little careful. Ooh. Counter him one more time since he decided to step and sway. He should likely revenge counter me. This is OP recorded. I know what they're gonna do before they do it. Sorry to burst your bubbles. But I will be releasing an actual Hercule guide soon. This is just a video meant for... Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm gonna try my best to pronounce it. Kristen Seta. If I pronounced your name right, let me know. If I didn't, I'm sorry, bro. I have terrible English. But what do you guys think about the regen meta? You know, transforming regen. Easy read, by the way. And you boosted that too? Oh my god, that's disappointing. Now, another reason why Broly is a very bad matchup is simply because he just so happens to be, you know, still having two farming once I reach sparking mode. And I know I could just pop items and I can go through armor no matter what, but popping items is for wusses. Alright, it's that time, y'all. So, this was 2 days ago. I was S1. I just needed one match to reach C rank. And you guys didn't see the match I did to reach Z rank. So, let me stop all the chit chattering. I just want you guys to enjoy this match to the fullest. And if you check boards, I will be probably S5. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye.